Hi there. I'd like to share with you a tool Canvas has that I've found incredibly useful when it comes to determining how a student authored a response within a Canvas assignment. Uh, if you're like me, you found yourself growing more and more suspicious about what is and isn't AI, or paraphrased, or translated. Um, I have here one student's response to a image analysis. They were to author this on their own, in their own words, pulling out 4 observations on an image I gave them. And this just looks much too polished to me. I also see they only took 18 minutes and 40 seconds to do it, where most students took at least a half hour. I have questions. After confronting the student, they denied using AI, even though this has been flagged by multiple programs as AI generated. So how do you know for sure? Well, here's a thing you can do. Go back to the assignment, and what you're going to do is, strangely enough, don't go to reports, click moderate. Within this moderate page, which you might be familiar with, you can see how long each student took to do the assignment, when it was submitted, and so forth. But I'll show you how this normally looks. I'll take a student and view their log right here. So what we're going to do, view log. I'll take a student that I know did an honest attempt at this assignment. Every time a student does a Canvas assignment, the time gets stamped as soon as they open the assessment for the first time, and that timer runs until they click the submit button. Doesn't matter if it took them 5 minutes or 7 days, the timer will run, and Canvas will log every single thing that student did while the assignment is open in Canvas. It will tell you what internet browser they're using, which is helpful in determining whether or not a student is actually using a computer or maybe trying to get by the whole class on a cell phone. You can tell that there. But you hear, right here, you see them starting, stopping. That's them opening and closing the window. And then right here, 10 hours and 30 minutes in, the student began typing. You can see here, answer value. They typed the word tight, and then a few seconds later, they changed it to right off the bat, and they begin building their answer. This is good. You can see the student, second by second, is actually entering text. That's them typing. And it just goes and goes. I mean, you never need to look through all this, but you can tell they're clearly writing. You can see what they edit, what they delete, and so forth. And by the end of it, you see them submitting it. This is also a clever tool in ascertaining how long the student actually spent writing the assignment or completing the multiple choice quiz or whatever it is. They did not take 10 hours and 47 minutes. If you go back up, you can see they didn't start typing until 10:30. So they took 17 minutes, which is fine, I suppose, but I can clearly see they did the assignment. Now, if we go back to that student I was suspicious about, here at 18 minutes 40 seconds, view their log. Much like the other student, they're opening and closing the window, and then they finally start typing 2 minutes and 56 seconds after they started it. And if we look, the first thing they typed, yeah, red flag here, the first thing they typed is the complete answer. Grammatically perfect, bold headings, and a real red flag. They have ChatGPT's cute little icons still as artifacts left over here. That's a cut and paste job. And if you go down into their log, you can see all they're doing is deleting the icons to make it look like they wrote it. There they go, adjusting the format, and then boom, they're done. This is not definitive proof that the student cheated. They could very well have cut and pasted that in from a Word document that they were working on, or Google Sheets or something. However, the fact that they started it at 10:34 a.m. and then it's done in 18 minutes, I don't buy it. So if you see this and it's flagged as AI, pretty good chance this is cut and pasted from an AI. That's Canvas logs. Probably more information than you ever wanted to know. but this is a great way to see how your students are doing their assignments. And if you would like to introduce a course policy to help you on this, you could require all students to complete their responses in Canvas in the text entering box, rather than doing it in Word or something first and cutting and pasting, so you can have this log to be sure they actually typed it. All right, that's all from me. See ya.